Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, hello, greeting from Indonesia. My name is Agustina Bidati. I am first author of this paper. And this paper title is In Vitro Kultur and Supply Chain Porang in South Sumatra. This article will be presented at the IconARD 2021 UMY conference in Yogyakarta, Indonesia. So let's get started. Regeneration of porang superior seeds, Amorphomelus mulleri bloom, in vitro with the provision of organic fertilizer grow, regulatory substances plus liquid-army fertilizer and the establishment of supply chain in South Sumatra. Okay, my friends, in this presentation, we will discuss first, farmers P4S Karyatani can obtain superior seeds porang by regenerating porang in vitro using organic fertilizer and liquid-army fertilizer. The second, in order to obtain superior seedlings, assess the media used to grow tissues as well as the concentration of each porang plant medium in P4S lab. The third, P4S Karyatani analyzes the porang supply chain structure to see if it can be widely developed. This research views quantitative and qualitative approach with simple random design method and supply chain operation reference method with trial location in P4S Farmers Farm of Tanjung Batu. Study area. Porang tubers from the first grow phase were planted in the P4S Karyatani experimental garden and seedlings from Tanjung Raja, South Sumatra for 6 months between the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021. Data collection. The entire plowing process is used to prepare open terrain. Meanwhile, the parent population is being maintained on closed land with an agroforestry system under 16-year-old rubber plantation with a light intensity of about 60 to 70% full sun. The parent population is the initial population. In this case, porang tubers were then planted at 40 multiple 40 centimeters quadrat, 60 multiple 60 centimeter quadrat, and 80 multiple 80 centimeters quadrat spacings. Data analysis. At each spacing, treatment data on plant height, crown width, tuber weight, tuber thickness, and tuber diameter were examined. Use a different test or ANOVA test. The level of significance is set at 5%. The supply chain operation reference models assessment indicators for measuring supply chain's process performance are expressed in quantitative measures known as assessment metrics. Result and discussion. Porang shoots on in vitro seeds phosphor and calcium as well as the element ferrum, calcium, aluminium, magnesium, chromium, manganese, and natrium in liquid fertilizer play a vital role in the division and enlargement of cells during the germination of porang seeds, especially at the start of the crescent of porang seed roots. This is consistent with the mechanism of action of phosphor and calcium component in liquid fertilizers. When the phosphor and calcium component in liquid fertilizer slow down the activity of substance that affects the production of calcium peptide, the process of root formation begins, causing the cell walls to become more elastic. Porang seeds embryogenic callus induction. A callus is a clump of cells that have not yet developed into plant parts. The formation of the callus is the outcome of cell division in the explant tissue. Interestingly, the administration of auxin hormone in the active component liquid fertilizer with organic pesticide might one on the callus of porang seeds for 3 interacts effectively with the contamination of porang callus growth, according to the result of variant analysis, where, based on observations, the highest level of contamination was 46.67%, yet the proportion of contamination with was statistically similar across all treatments. P4S Karya Tani Supply Chain Porang. The establishment of the Porang supply chain in P4S Karya Tani, Ogat Ilir, South Sumatra, was the second study in this research. This strategy of building a supply chain Porang entails providing 106 farmers from P4S Karya Tani with transfer information about the supply chain, particularly suppliers. First, in order to construct a Porang supply chain in P4S Karya Tani, engagement must begin with the ordering of items from suppliers, leading to manufacturing, transformation, and warehousing, as well as the development of retailers and the presence of customers. There is a target supply chain market in the supply chain forum, which is the attainment of the objectives of supply chain members. This goal is split into two parts, a market target and a development target. The results showed that the Porang tissue culture in P4S using organic fertilizer plus liquid fertilizer contained 19 out of 30 Porang plant accessions that had the potential as new clones for seedlings with tubers on average 6.0 to 99,88% larger than the parent. While the characteristic of land requirement indicate the Porang seedlings are highly dependent on the land with the percentage of land preparation, dry months, high organic and flood hazard. Liquid fertilizer plant growth agents provide beneficial in the in vitro Porang seed process, notably during the imbibition of seed. Regulatory chemical developed on organic fertilizer and liquid is able to supply energy seed needs coupled with the administration of organic pesticides might want in the process of callus metabolic activity. When administered to the callus, both of these chemicals stimulate cells to expand, resulting in embryos that are resistant to fungus and other pests. By strengthening member-farmer collaboration in the form of cooperation, tips, and receiving support from the Ogatili Regency government, the supply chain development goal is to sustain foreign production and quality among farmers in order to get high selling prices. However, further research into hereditary characteristic and glucomannan level is required. When administered to the callus, both of these chemicals stimulate cells to expand, resulting in embryos that are resistant to fungus and other pests. By strengthening member-farmer collaboration in the form of cooperatives and receiving support from the Ogat Ilir Regency government, the supply chain development goals is to sustain foreign production and quality among farmers in order to get high selling prices. However, further research into hereditary characteristics and glucomannan levels is required. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.